Hello everyone, welcome back to Everything Miniature, and today we are going to finally be giving Stephanie a makeover, and basically just giving her like a whole new body. So here's my old Stephanie, and then here's the body we're be giving her. This one is Raya. I bought it at Dollar Tree, and the other one, I don't remember what the name was called. Was it like Aya or something? So here's what the Stephanie looks like. This is the body she's on. She's on like the more paler kind of body. The doll that has some black hair. I don't remember the name for it, but we're going to be giving her the body with the pink hair, so if that makes any sense. Her shoes need a makeover, and so does her outfit, so I think it's just time for the makeover. So these dolls have the basic 5 points of articulation. Everything can be removed, including the hair, so that makes it very easy for customizing. I'm using some nail polish remover to get off all the makeup, and then I'm just going to go and take some black acrylic paint, and I'm going to go and paint on some eyeliner and then some eyelashes. Just like that, I'm going to wait for it to dry, and then I'm going to go back in with some white acrylic paint and paint on her eyeballs. Now for her eyes, I'm going to be using this blue. It's called Peacock Blue for like the color. And then I usually like to use about 2 or 3 different colors for the eyes. So I like doing a darker color first, and then I go with a lighter color. This one's called Island Blue. We're just going to put that on there, make it kind of so there's a dark blue ring around it. For her dress, I wanted to have like a square cutout for the dress, so that's what I'm going to do. Cut it out of the old dress. So yeah, I'm just going to repaint it white, and hopefully it turns out good. So we're going to use some more black paint. We're going to go and paint on her pupils now, and then we're going to use this other color. This one's called brown, and we're going to use it for the eyebrows. So I'm going based off like the original Stephanie from Lego Friends, and I'm going to take some white acrylic paint for her, like, what would you call it, little sparkles in her eye. I also painted back on some teeth onto her with the white paint, and then let's go ahead and make her lip color. So I'm using coral and then pink blast for it. We're gonna make like a pinkish tannish kind of color. We're gonna paint that, leaving some white for her teeth and making it look all nice and pretty. So for her hair, I used actually 2 different shades of yellow for yarn for her hair, kind of because the bright yellow, it's kind of too much just by itself without some highlights. I do not remember what either of these colors were called, but I bought them both at Hobby Lobby. They were both like 99 cents each. Like, they were in the tiny little thing. So we're going to cut a bunch of them, and then we're going to divide these little guys into 4 different strands and pull them apart to make each individual strand of hair using a comb, and that might take a little bit. Once you are done with that, though, we're going to go ahead and straighten them using a straightener on the lowest setting it can go to, so you're not melting it, but it straightens it. Now we're going to take a piece of that yarn and then a small little section of the yarn right there, and we're just going to knot it so it kind of makes like the hairline is what it will be. You're just going to repeat till you get them all done. Alright, so I glued a cotton ball on the back of Stephanie's head where the hole is, so it's what looks more like a head. Now we're just going to take some thicker kind of pieces, and we're going to glue them on the front because we're going to give her bangs. So, see, we're just going to kind of glue them, like, so they're directly facing the forehead. So, that's what we're going to do. And then we're just going to go ahead and glue on the wrist, kind of making the hairline so it can cover everything else. Now we're just going to go ahead and put some hot glue on the cotton ball and kind of glue on the hair so it just lays down nice and flat. And I'm just going to take my hair straightener and kind of straighten it out a little bit more, because some areas it's not very straight. Cut it so it's a little bit easier to straighten. Let's go ahead and do her bangs first. So I'm straightening them out a little bit, cutting them so they're a little bit more easy to work with, brushing them out to look more like hair, and then we're just going to go ahead and cut them kind of at an angle. I did most of the cutting off camera because I did not want to mess up on it, so I always like to start going up a little bit longer, and then I cut it like once she's done in the freezer. So that's what we're actually going to do right now, is I like wetting the hair and making it all nice and wet. Then I like wrapping it in the saran wrap and then like putting her in the freezer for a few minutes till she's frozen, let her defrost, and then I kind of finish trimming up the hair. So I always have it a little bit longer than what I want. Now that the dress is dried, I have it painted white right now, and I'm going to use this pink fabric I have just lying around. I'm going to go ahead and flatten it. I like using a hair straightener so I don't have to get like a big iron out. And then I'm going to go and fold over one of the sides, and we're just going to glue it. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, so you can either choose to sew or glue. I just chose glue. And then I repeated to make one a little bit larger. So on one side it's folded over and glued, and then the other side's just raw. And we're going to glue the raw side like to the bottom of the skirt, kind of making it look a little bit more ruffled. So here's how the finished product look. Alright, so Her shoes, I just painted white again. I used some darker pink paint to kind of add on the details. The skirt, I did the 2 ruffles, and I added like a little pink belt on it, and painted on like all the little stars and the circles on it off camera just because it was way too hard to do with the big camera in front of me. Her face makeup turned out adorable, and then her bangs, I kind of like them. They're definitely different. It looks like maybe she had a little sister that cut her bangs, and then she just did what she could to make them look good. And then here's the original Stephanie that I have kind of next to her. Here's the Mayor Stephanie, so you guys kind of get an idea of what Stephanie's supposed to look like. And here's the Stephanie I use because I hate the Lego Friends hair they gave her with the bangs. It just doesn't look good, so I used the other one. Here's what the Stephanie looked like before. She had shorter hair, because I've had that one for a few years. After a few brushes and stuff, it just kind of fell out, so then I had to kind of cut it. And long story short, she just was really due for a makeover. I really actually do like the way she came out. I think she came out really, really good. Let me know what you guys think about her and stuff. See you guys in my next video. Bye!